Some amazing news. Those of you who've been following the totals know exactly what I'm referring to. If you look at our tote board, we're approaching $5.1 million, which means the $5 million goal has been achieved. Congratulations, everybody at Amudim. Big congratulations to Rabbi Tzvi Gluck and his amazing staff. We'll speak to Rabbi Gluck, to Tzvi, in just a moment. And, of course, to our friends at Raisethon and everybody who's had a role in making this a successful campaign, we say thank you, thank you, thank you. And, of course, to all the donors. It's still climbing, the total. 5.08 million. Let's see that number continue to grow. We'll call it bonus time. Why not? Let's see that number continue to grow. Eli Schwebel is here. We'll get to Rabbi Tzvi Gluck in a moment. Eli Schwebel is here. We just replayed the video. Stand for You made quite an impact. Why? Why was it so meaningful to so many people 1 year ago?
You know, I think that a lot of people thought that they could, if you had enough self-control, if you just gave it your all, you could get over it. And it's your fault. And you just can't get over it. And the shame that comes with that is just, it totally destroys a person. And the reason that this song was so powerful for me, I wrote this song because I went through something myself. I had someone very close to me who was dealing with addiction, and I had to out them. And I got lambasted by the family. And I took on all of their denial. And it was so painful because I became the evil one. And I went home and I wrote this song. And then 2 weeks later, Yummy called me. So I want to say thank you to Yummy, because without Yummy calling me, and I mean, this was totally Min HaShamayim. 2 weeks before that, writing this, Yummy calls me and said, we have to write a song for Amudim. And this song, the amount of messages that I get is just, I'm overwhelmed with the beauty that came of such pain. And to see how all Mikam Yisrael, look at all these people. All of these people taking care of all these people. This is such beauty coming from such pain. Everybody coming together.
You know, before we wrap up with Tzvi, I got to ask you, I'd be remiss if I didn't ask you. Could you explain why music has that power to pierce the heart and to literally help someone overcome something so drastic and so difficult?
Wow. To understand music is to understand God. I mean, I think music is what takes us from ourselves and our self-sabotage and connects us to the entire world. It has this power that I don't understand. I have no clue. It just comes to me, and I'm just a channel, and I allow it to happen. And for me, it's Min HaShamayim, the whole thing. And I think when people experience music, they experience the oneness of all of us, Klal Yisrael, and of course the entire world. So it's Min HaShamayim. I can't.
You do it very well, Eli Schwebel. You do it very well. Rabbi Tzvi Gluck, congratulations. It is quite an effort to get this done, and it's amazing to see that the folks at Amudim and Charity Bibs and Raisethon and Flow Motion and everybody together is now in a state of celebration, because if you look at the tote board, we are over $5.09 million, and that number continues to increase. So congratulations to you.
Thank you. I must say, this is a very bittersweet moment. The fact that we're needed and we're here and we exist is a very sad piece. But the fact that so many people came out and showed support makes this so meaningful. But I have to say that none of this would be possible without my wife, Aviva, who, they say behind every great man is the woman that, makes sure he does what he needs to do. I'm not going to lie. A couple of years ago, things get very depressing at Amudim. And yes, I go to therapy every week, and I'm proud of it, and I encourage others to. But things do get depressing. And I said to my wife once, this is not for me. And she's like, you could leave, but then I'm going to ask you for a divorce. Because if you leave Amudim, then people are going to die, and you're going to be a murderer, and I'm not going to be married to a murderer. That's what my wife says.
Strong words.
But I have to also say that, Amudim wouldn't be Amudim without the legendary Mendy Klein, Zechariah Levracha. And my daughter went today to his caver and took a picture of it and sent it out and said, in case you don't know, this is a person who did a lot of work, and it was very meaningful to me. And I'm actually saying that because there's two things I do when I need a boost. One of them is I watched a video of my hesped from Mendy's Levaya, and the other one is I listened to Eli's song. These are two videos that help me through my difficult times. Now, being able to do that for so many others and for thousands of others, having the schus that every year we've been able to put out songs that touch the heart. I mean, we're all so busy talking about Stand For You. Eli, let's not forget, you did a song the year before that also for Amudim. Yeah. And that was also a very meaningful, amazing song. It wasn't just but having this, and Nachum, you've been part of this ride for a long time. So I have to just thank my wife, my kids, my parents, and the staff at Amudim. I mean, really, Zoe, who really makes sure that I stay in line. Devora, who, tries to make sure I stay in line. Miriam, because everyone needs their personal therapist at work. And all
That's the secret.
All of the amazing, the dedicated case managers, the board of directors, the people that just do so much work. I mean, when Yummy first came to us with this idea, we thought he was crazy. We just ran the numbers right now. We had over 1.1 million IP addresses that logged in throughout the campaign to watch this. That is unheard of. The 3,500 donors coming out and in a tough economy. We had, I think, close to 100,000. I have to look at the numbers. It was about 80-something thousand. I have to get the exact because I didn't do it for the last few hours because I was trying to raise money. Because unlike people believe, we didn't save money in the pot. We really, this time I said,
I've seen you on the phone till the last minute.
I said, this time I'm going all the way. But we had just people that went to the website. And I have to say that today, I only got to see about 15. But I'm sure there were more different emails that came in of people that, I need help. And this is what they saw. So overall, this event is just successful in so many ways. It's successful in the ways that it brings awareness, which is something very important. It raises money, which we need. It helps people. And, it's just so nice. And I don't even have words. And then having Dove's piece that's everything. This is what the life in Amudim, the roller coaster of Amudim really is just never knowing what the day will bring, but doing whatever we can to make sure that before that day ends, people are in a better place. And I can say that tonight as well.
Thousands of people helped out. Thousands of people around the world donated and were part of this campaign. And now you get to help thousands more over the next year, which is pretty remarkable.
And I also have to say that, obviously, a big thank you to Hashem for giving us the opportunity to do this, to help his children, and to do so with the support and just the siyata d'shmaya that we see day in and day out. Nothing would happen without it. So, really, thank everybody, the production team, Charity Bids, Flow Motion, Tzipi. We actually have an MVP. We have the Amudim MVP this year. Tzipi is going to get the Amudim MVP award for running the campaign.
A formal ceremony?
Yes, we're going to have to do that. And of course, even before Amudim had fancy studios, when we first ran this out of a Mevo camera in someone's living room, we had Nachum Siegel.
I remember that.
We had Miriam, who because of us, they became a chatana. They didn't know each other before. Maybe not. And a big thank you to Dove and everybody else, and Gabi, and just everybody.
Thank you, Hashem.
Thank you,
Thank you to Rabbi Gluck. Thank you to Eli Schwebel. Thanks to all of you. We're about to hit 5.1 million. The goal was originally, of course, 5 million. And thank God, Amudim continues and continues strong because of your support. There it is, 5.1 million. An officially successful bonus round. Baruch Hashem.